It's a wild afternoon at Pottsville, Pennsylvania. A sold-out crowd and 4 2 Extreme trucks are ready to bring on the action. A legend comes out of retirement in John Seasock. Can he beat the best? Well, it's time to find out. It's 2 Extreme monster trucks here on Motorsports Hour.
Are you ready? You are about to be put into the driver's seat. Watch as these daredevils go on the ragged edge. Watch as top monster truck superstars and full fender oval racers risk it all for glory. So strap in. It's gonna be a wild ride. This is Motorsports Hour, presented by TF Motorsports.
Welcome to a brand new edition of Motorsports Hour here on TF Motorsports. I'm Thomas Frasco, joined by a special guest here for the first time on Motorsports Hour. Charlie from Off Track Productions is here, as we're now ready to show off 2 Extreme monster trucks here at Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's an absolutely stacked lineup, including, you can see right there, the legend John Seasock making his return behind Rowan Rex.
It's going to be fantastic. 3 competitions, 4 top superstars, and let's get into them right now. We have Jeremiah Paris in Brutal, recovering from a foot injury and still driving. Legendary driver Jimmy Cretan's back in Bounty Hunter, ready to rock and roll again. Corey Kinel, the young upcomer in Jacqueline Hyde, is back. And of course, as we talked about, the legend himself is in the building. John Seasock of Roarin' Rex, back for some more driving. Storyline's going in. Does he still got it? Well, he's strapped in, and he's ready to go for 3 rounds. And the young guns are on the loose, with Jeremiah and Corey, 2 best friends, ready to go toe-to-toe against the legends. And speaking of legends, can he sweep again? Last time we saw him on Motorsports Hour in Diamond Speedway, he swept the event. Can he do it again? Alright, we're going to kick things off here with the skills competition. And Jeremiah Paris in Brutal is your first one up.
And this is a sweet looking rig. The team's done a lot of great work with it. I think actually right before this event it got absolutely trashed, so they've done a great job getting it fixed.
Yeah, he actually was thrashing on that truck in the rain, got it all set, and just managed to bring it to Pottsville, and he's getting ready for his first hit.
A nice air straight up and down right on the back.
Got it a little bit into a slop wheelie there, pretty good, and he's got possibly 1 hit. Sometimes he'll do like 2 extra, so really depends here.
Yeah. And it looks like he's coming around. Looks like he's going for the same place again, trying to redo what he did before.
Maybe not. Here comes a nose wheelie here.
Balancing it beautifully on those 2. Well, they're not BKTs, but the front 2 tires.
And crazy to think, again, Jeremiah, he's still recovering from a slight injury, and he's still driving like he doesn't even have that injury. What a great run there for Jeremiah Paris in Brutal. And we're getting
excellent start right there.
Getting right back into the action. We have the legend John Seasock in Roarin' Rex, right in his home state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, not too far away. You know, his old friend Andy Slifko actually is from here in Pottsville, so not a far drive for him.
And if he's getting ready for his first hit in this truck, helping out with Jimmy Cretan. And look at that, nice little sky wheelie there.
Does an excellent job. I don't think we're going to see a moonwalk from him. Could be surprised, but I think that's a little bit after his time, full time.
Yep, now he's going up now for his next hit. Looks like he might be going this time for the crush car lane here. A little bit of air. Couldn't get it as big as he got for the first hit, but still kind of ironing out some of the kinks to continue on here later with racing. And we'll get also a little GoPro shot later on with John Seasock starting in racing. But now, Here comes the young kid, Corey Connell, Jacqueline Hyde. The last 2 times we saw him, he had a little bit of bad luck with truck breakage, but now he's feeling pretty confident going into this. He's got a new tire set. Had to change those tires because he had BKTs, had some problems with it. So we got a nice fresh stack, and he's going for his first hit now.
And a beautiful job bouncing on the back, too. It seems that tire job's done quite well, not getting him hooked up in the mud at all.
Backing right back up. And it looks like he's going to go for it again. Right back in line.
And again, picture perfect right on the nose.
I think this one actually might be a lot better here, as he is pretty steady now. Slowly inching that truck back and forth. Really good control.
Absolutely. You can see where he's hitting the throttle just enough to give it some gas, but on the brakes as well to make sure it doesn't tip back.
Beautiful balance. He's really keeping that thing going. And he's going to slowly moonwalk it.
Bit by bit, breakdancing with it.
Here he comes. Just about to the racing lane once again. Man, Corey is on a roll here at Pottsville, and I gotta tell you, he's a future superstar. And you can quote me on that. He's done quite a lot of cool moves from many different people's coverage through their channels. And now, here comes Jimmy Cretin in the Bounty Hunter, 31 years. And he's looking to hopefully go for a clean sweep, as he did last time on Motorsports Hour last season at New Egypt Speedway.
Yeah, he's got a tough act to follow from Corey right there, but let's see if he's up for it.
Slap wheeling, look at that, right on the tailgate, really nice.
Riding that thing down, he's been known for doing that for not just years, but decades now.
Yeah, there's been many, many moments where he's either gotten slap wheelies or even power wheelies when they had those trucks set up that way back in the past.
Absolutely. He is a master of putting this thing on 2 wheels, back or front.
Looks like he's going back for that ramp, but this time I think he's going for a nose wheelie. And again, we've seen him do it a few times here on Motorsports Hour, and it's crazy. Some of these old guns are showing the new kids how to do it.
Yeah, you know, it's that battle of experience versus that youthful energy.
Oh, he's like right on the banking of the track, just keeping that position. I think with that variety, I think this might win the fans over.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to imagine how much tougher it is when you have a change in elevation between the 2 tires.
Beautiful job for Jimmy Cretin and the Bounty Hunter. Once again, another great skills run. And Jimmy Cretin got the better vote, and he wins the skills competition, already off to a strong start. Now, there was something special here. Dan Dahlgren, he usually drives Shark Bite, but he gave some lucky fans a special ride in the Extreme King Sling.
And he is absolutely going for it.
He even gave him a nose wheelie. Did you see that? He actually got him a nose wheelie, and the fans were in the back.
I was gonna say, I hope they got some bags in the back in case they got sick.
Man, absolutely insane. All right, coming up, it is side-by-side, head-to-head racing on Motorsports Hour. This is going to be good. On June 20th and 21st, the monster trucks return. KSR Motorsports. It's a Father's Day weekend bash. See top monster truck superstars tear up the New Jersey Motorsports Park, including Killer B, Playing Hooky, Bad News Travels Fast, and more. Plus quad racing, ride trucks, food trucks, and the pit party before the show where you can meet the drivers. KSR Motorsports. June 20th and 21st, New Jersey Motorsports Park. Welcome back to Motorsports Hour. We're getting right into racing. We have Jeremiah Paris in Brutal going up against the legend John Seasock and Roarin' Rex. round 1 of racing, and remember, the losers will have to go to the 3rd place race. And right off the gate, it is going to be Jeremiah Paris and Brutal knocking off the 2007 and 2008 world champion.
And that's got to be a huge feel-good moment to take down someone as prestigious as John.
Coming up next now, it is Corey Kinel, Jacqueline Hyde, Jimmy Creedon, and the Bounty Hunter. This is going to be another good one. They usually face off in the final round, but this is only round 1. And Corey's got the jump. Corey Kinel will get it.
An excellent pass from him. It does seem that further lane is the easier one of the two so far.
Possibly. Again, with really any of these tracks, it could be unpredictable. But now, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, these two, they met, some 18 years ago for the Monster Jam World Finals. And now, here they are, these Pennsylvania fans get to see a rematch that's been years in the making.
Oh, they are getting a treat. John Seasock, Jimmy Creedon. Oh, they were on the gas, but yeah, it looks like that lane. Oh, Jimmy just hit the tires there. But yeah, as I was saying, it looked like that lane paid off for Jimmy Creedon there.
Yeah, he ended up evening the score.
Let's ride on board with John Seasock.
Gotta say, too, it must be really nice to see that old grinder suit back. A throwback to many days of past.
Man, would you want to ride in that?
Yes, but I'd also be terrified.
Honestly, I feel the same way. Alright, we got our final round, and it is the Young Guns. Best friends. Jeremiah Paris, Brutal, Corey Kinel, Jacqueline Hyde. Who's going to win racing here at Pottsville? Nice start for both, and it's pretty close, but it looks like the lane again paid off. And it's going to be Jeremiah Paris winning in the racing competition here at Pottsville, Pennsylvania, in a sold-out crowd.
Great job, and I gotta imagine a huge win for him and a massive boost of confidence.
Man, just, again, these races were definitely entertaining, and it's also pretty cool that they got to shake things up. Last 2 times we covered Motorsports Hour with 2 Extreme Monster Trucks. They had the Chicago-style racing, but this time they had straight line, and honestly, I prefer this. They were on the gas the whole way, and even if that one lane paid off for all the races, it still was a fun watch.
There's nothing more pure than just 2 trucks in a straight line going head-to-head.
Yeah, let's get ready and have this quick little bit of a replay here for that final round between Jeremiah Paris and Corey Kinel, as both of them went absolutely insane in that race. As we're going to pull it up in just a few moments, here it is. And you can see they just barely lifted.
Yep, neither of them want to give an inch to the other.
And now let's listen in.
Alright, Bubba, you was out here flat out rolling. How'd that feel? Dude, that was awesome. I mean, come out here in front of you guys. We got 2 racing legends back there. And that is, by me, sickest thing I've probably done. Is race against those legends, and then I know I'm going to line up against my best friend. And I knew if I let him win that, I was going to hear about it all week. Well, now you get to let him hear about it all week. But, all right, so now we're past racing. You got that win under your belt. We got freestyle coming up. Y'all get to come out here one at a time and put on a show. What can people expect when the old Chevy hits the track? Man, I don't know. Expect big air, crazy stunts, crazy donuts, lots of horsepower. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to try to do everything I can to give you guys a good show. Are you guys ready for some freestyle? Well, I just want to give you all a little heads up and a little history on this truck. Last week, the whole back end was sitting somewhere else where the truck was over here. The back end was back there. They worked all week putting this thing back together. Now he wins racing. Give it up, Jeremiah Paris. Brutal! Thank you very much, Cameron.
It's always great to be at 2 Extreme events, whether you are young or old. You get to see some motocross action and also if you have kids, you got your Power Wheels racing as well. And guess what? We're not done yet. Freestyle is coming up on Motorsports Hour. Welcome back to Motorsports Hour. It's freestyle time, and coming up first, it's going to be Jimmy Cretin in the Bounty Hunter starting us off in our Ford truck freestyle competition. And this is somebody who is no stranger to winning in freestyle, as the last 2 times we covered Motorsports Hour, he's won them both. Last year at Swedesboro and also at New Egypt. Now, here we are at Pottsville. Can he do it a 3rd time in a row for TF Motorsports?
Yeah, and it's really interesting to see someone as decorated as him come out first. That's just going to give such a massive bar for everyone else to clear.
Already getting some pretty good moves. A little bit of a slap wheelie, kind of similar to what he did in skills. But yeah, he's definitely had a big resume, lots of wins, 2 world championships, 1 for racing, 1 for freestyle. He's got a lot on his plate.
He really does, and he is whipping that truck, but he's slowing down.
Looks like he might have a truck issue. Truck just shut down on him. He's going to refire. Luckily, it was just brief.
He's right back at it again.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this is going to slow him down at all. He's just going right back for the crush car. Little slap wheelie. Not too as aggressive as the other one he did.
Looks like he's coming around to this van here. Gonna broadside it.
Nice little air. Again, I do like that placement. You got some really good room there to air that truck out. And it looks like that might be it for Jimmy.
Yeah, it looks like maybe something's not right in the truck. He got some good moments there, but not as full of a run as I think he was hoping for.
Yeah, but still, he had some good moments, as you can see on our replays. Especially that slap wheelie. I think that might have been the big highlight of the run. But still, always great to see Jimmy competing here on Motorsports Hour. Now, you're riding on board with John Seasock, ready for his freestyle run in Roaring Rex. He's on the track.
Coming out with no rust. John, you know, better known as a racer, but he's gotten some big freestyle wins of his own in his own time. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, skills, felt the truck out, and then once we got to racing, I think he was used to it right then and there. Oh, a little crooked. Oh, that might have tweaked the truck a little bit.
That might have tweaked John.
And now he's going right for that van. A little crooked again. Oh, that did not look too pretty.
Yeah, I wonder if he broke a sway bar or something on that landing.
Yeah, that truck is leaning a little bit to the right there, as you can see on board. And plus the GoPro mount's taking a little bit of a beating as well, as that thing is starting to tilt down to the floorboard. But you can still see the action underneath.
So he's coming around. Bit of a smoother landing that time around.
He's got some great momentum, I gotta say. He's really trying to get that truck going. As he's going, looks like, for that crush car lane. You can see through the floorboard. Nice air there. Oh, hang on, hang on. Oh, he's going to roll it.
Put his rental upside down. No better way to end it.
That's, fun fact, that was just, as you just saw, the first monster truck rollover of our coverage. And what better way to have it than with John Seasock, but truck does not look too pretty, as we're going to go into the replays.
Yeah, and it got some weird landings quite a bit. I wonder if that tweaks something that led to that rollover.
Yep, so here's the full jump here. You can see lands from the back. Maybe something just got loose there, as you saw the whole thing just completely cave in. Right from the office. I would not want to be in that position.
But hey, the GoPro mount survived.
Yep, and that's why you got the footage, so that's a plus. But watch this. Oh, and you can hear that too. That's the one sound you don't want to hear. All right, we got more freestyle coming up. 2 trucks left. Jeremiah Paris in Brutal is now. We went through the legends. Now it is time for the next generation. We got the young guns.
Yeah, you know, and we saw some major exciting moments already, so I'm curious to see how he's going to top it.
As here he comes, going for, looks to be for that little car jammer ramp to start things off. Already pretty good air there, sending a statement right out of the gate.
Huge launch from Brutal right off the bat.
Track's getting a little dusty, but not too bad. Momentum's really kicking in here. He's really doing pretty good already, and we just started.
Yeah, you know, the good thing too with this track being as big is it really gets the trucks to breathe.
Man, I like it here. He's got nice momentum, trying to keep the hits pretty consistent, keeping it quick. Even with some of the areas being muddy, like towards the back stretch. Oh, more air there. He's really airing that truck out.
I know you mentioned earlier he's got a foot injury, but I'm guessing they must replace it with lead because he is absolutely gassing it.
Back for that car there. Man, he is really getting some nice hits. He wants the fans to cheer loud for him so he can get that win, as that's what happens in skills and freestyle. If you get that loud reaction, you will be that winner. It's up to the fans at the end of the competition.
He's doing a great job. It looks like, is he going to go for a little bit of skills here?
Oh, something just happened. That did not sound good. Well, truck's still running. He's going to go for some donuts here.
Getting a bit of the spin cycle going.
And he's going to wrap it up there. Jeremiah Paris in Brutal. Really nice run, and I think in my eyes, that should be the new leader.
Yes, massive air.
And yeah, we get to the replays. You can see some pretty good moments, and he really aired that truck, especially those 2 hits with that van over there.
Finishing up also too, kicking up some dust.
And we still got one more driver left, and this kid wants it bad. Corey Kinel, Jacqueline Hyde. Last 2 times we saw him on Freestyle, he had some issues, but now his truck looks really, really good. The tire situation's also fixed now that he has that new set. He's ready to go, and the fans are hyped. Full sellout crowd in Pottsville is ready to see another Corey Kinel classic. I think that's too
Getting
early
the
to
motor
say
revving
classic.
up here.
Like I say classic, but again, he just he started roughly, I believe, a few years ago, and he's just been kicking butt.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's still new to this. I think his dad actually used to race for 2 Extreme Racing, so he's definitely showing he's a chip off the old block.
Working that throttle. Again, great momentum. Kind of similar to what Brutal had. Getting a slap wheelie. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, that is so cool. He ran that thing all the way on the back tailgate.
Bringing out his inner Joe Foley there.
Woohoo, boy. That is how you drive a truck, man. That was cool. Man, he's really, really killing it out here. Few hits in and already he's got some highlights.
Hike in the front end. Looks like he's lined up for his next hit.
Got a little bit into the mud, not bad. Back onto, oh, there's some more air there. I think
Absolutely launching that Silverado.
I think he might have matched Jeremiah, I believe, on that ramp. Do you think this is the lead already? Because I'm thinking it right now.
I gotta imagine, especially with that three-piece slap wheelie, that's gotta be the move of the night.
And he looks like he is going to be going for that nose wheelie. He's probably not going to go too long, because again, if you go way too long, well, that truck's going to shut right off. But he's going to try to keep it a little bit easier so he doesn't lose a lot of oil pressure.
Keeping it perfectly balanced.
Yet again. Nice timing, too. And we got another for the donut reel.
Gotta love those rooster tails.
Absolutely beautiful run. Man, Corey just absolutely destroying it out here. Hit after hit, move after move. And hang on a second. Look at this. Best friends wrapping up the show. It's Corey and Jeremiah.
An absolutely phenomenal treat. Always gotta love seeing the dual freestyles.
Well, apparently Corey had more in the tank for slap wheelies. After that three-peat, you think he'd be done after that? Apparently not.
They're both absolutely going for it out here, parking it at the front, let the fans get a nice cheer. They are loving it.
Man, that sold-out crowd definitely got their money's worth here at Pottsville. And now let's take a look at the highlights. And the first one, by far my favorite. This was insane.
That's the great thing about a lot of these shorter wheelbase trucks is you can just pop it down, hit the gas, and pick it right back up.
Man, just hit after hit. He was going for everything here. And then he had that nose wheelie right there. Beautiful balance. Man, I got a feeling this could be the winner, as we'll hear from the judges, aka the Pottsville crowd, in just a moment. There's that donut right there to wrap it up. Definitely a lot on the highlight reel.
Corey Keinel, Jekyll and Hyde. Your freestyle champion, Corey Keinel, Jekyll and Hyde.
And there it is, Corey Keinel wins freestyle, and by far here on Motorsports Hour, the best freestyle we've seen from Corey, and arguably Too Extreme as a whole. Now here's that money moment of the show, and it's John Seasock, where we got some expensive damage here.
Yeah, you know, you get him out on his rental, and he ends up returning it in pieces.
Man, what a pretty crazy wreck. And then watch this. Look at the back. And by the way, they got the thing fixed for the next day, so that's wild. Now, if you want to see Sunday coverage, go to Mark Crush, by the way. Shout out to him. Thank you guys for coming out here to Motorsports Hour for another great episode. Thank you, Off Track Productions, for being here, as this was a really good collab.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Alright guys, so get ready, we've got more episodes coming, including a race at Middletown. Until next time, but first, a quick little interview with Jeremiah and Corey.
What's going on, guys? Corey Keinel, driver of Jekyll and Hyde. What's up, guys? Jeremiah Parrish, driver of Brutal here. We had a lot of damage going into it, so being the last two trucks of the lineup, after we blew a third and ripped the housing out of one, along with a rollover, there was a lot of pressure, but I think we did pretty good. Man, we did good. Went out there, you know, there were so many people out there. They wanted to see action. They wanted to see it all. We went out there, threw it down, big air. I ended up taking out a transmission when I went for my stoppie, but it's all good. The fans enjoyed it. We had a good time. Corey came out on top. It's pretty cool running with your best. I mean, we literally do everything together, down to working on trucks, driving them. But like he said, I mean, it's usually one of the two. But
as long as one of us wins,
it doesn't matter. But I mean, it's all a team win. We're just excited to be out here running together. And when we're out on the track, we're enemies, and we're off the track, we're best friends. It's just going in tomorrow. It's going to be one of the two. I mean, we have a lot of good drivers, a lot of great lineup, a lot of big trucks that go out and go big. A lot of fans, so tomorrow is going to be a big one. That's the last one. That's where we can push everything in the trailer, no matter how tore up anything is. So we're going to burn this place down for sure.
Honestly, it's pretty fitting you guys squared off in the final round.
Yeah, it was a good race. I mean, we've had a lot of good races in the finals. Every time we line up, it's usually all or nothing, no matter what.
I knew I had to beat him. I had to beat him to that left lane. I wanted that left lane. I knew he wanted it. So as soon as we fired up, I knew I had to get out there and get that lane. That lane it seemed fast all day, and we dug it out, got it done.
Did you guys bet on anything?
No, we didn't bet on that one because we didn't honestly. We thought it'd be Seasock and Jim, but we were talking about. We were like, all right, let's just beat them. Let's just get them out of the way and just go to the finals
young
together.
guns take over.
That's what we did.
These two are definitely the future of the sport.
Thank you, man. We're trying.